Hi guys, welcome back to August Love Story, the channel. My name is Artieka.
I'm Tommy.
And today we are reviewing Married at First Sight season 12? Season 12, episode 17. It's titled Real Life Starts Now, better known as Decision Day. If you haven't already, please take a moment to subscribe to our channel, turn on the notification bell, and you ready to do this?
I'm just glad we had Decision Day.
Amen.
Yes, I am ready.
All right, so I'm going to go on record of saying this in the very beginning. I'm hoping that this is very short.
Okay. Well, there you have it.
All right, so we're just going to go in the order of appearance on the show. Clara and Ryan. I wrote absolutely nothing about them besides yes.
Well, I'm going to speak. I guess so. I think they've been a good fit. I was a little worried, a little shaky.
Why were you worried?
Because the suspense.
What
like
suspense?
It was like it asks, okay, Ryan, do you like? Clara had said yes, and then Ryan was like,
for sure.
No, he's like gave this whole speech, this spiel, and everything, and then they go to commercial, and I was like, oh. I was really nervous right there, but then ultimately he said yes, and Clara was happy. I just hope at this point they're still together, and that they have had sex, and he said he loves her. I really hope that for them.
Do you really think they've had sex and that he said he loves her? I think one of these, but maybe not the other.
I don't know.
I would think that he would have sex with her before he tells her he loves her.
I really can't call it. Because I was believing that he was going to say, I love you at Decision Day.
You're such a hopeless
romantic.
I
am. I'm sorry.
I was like,
it's just
okay.
That's funny. But ultimately, they decided to stay together. So congratulations to those guys. And moving right along.
Congratulations. All right, next we have Haley and Jacob. Before we get into them, one of my best friends sent me a TikTok. She knows I don't have the app. She just randomly sends me TikToks though. And it was a lady who was doing Married at First Sight review in 30 seconds, like the whole season. And the way that she describes Haley and Jacob was equally yoked couple where wife thinks that she's better than him, but really she's not. And I was like, spot on.
Right.
Girl, you got this.
Ding, ding.
I really did not feel that there was any suspense with Haley and Jacob for how this was going to go. I think that production tried to feed us suspense in the last episode before Decision Day with them. We had a really good night. And it was just a night of not arguing.
Yeah.
It makes it really good, I guess, when all you do is argue for 8 weeks. I think that, and that's not to say that Jacob doesn't have any flaws before the Jacob or Haley or before Team Haley comes after me. But Haley really just, I don't know, this entire 8 weeks feels like she spent the entire time working at changing somebody else instead of doing the internal work to be better herself.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that getting married changes you to your core and makes you a better person or a worse person. But I just feel like, this word comes off negatively, but I don't mean it negatively. But there is a level of desperation in people that go on Married at First Sight. They're essentially saying, what I've been doing isn't working, so I'm willing to take this one-ditch effort to let somebody else hook me up. And the reason I say it's a level of desperation, because it's beyond you hooking me up. Like, I will forever, after meeting you on this show, be considered either your current spouse or your previous spouse.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I am tied to you. Like when I go and I check a box now, I don't get to check single. I have to check divorced if it doesn't work out. And that is like, that's something that follows you. I mean, it's not saying that that's a negative stigma. It's just, it changes something about you and the way that you have to move in life, like for the trajectory of the rest of your life. And I think that if you are going to go onto a TV show and say that I'm giving a one-ditch effort and I want to get married before, because most of it is, I want to get married before 30, or in Jake's case, I want to get married before 40. You got to be able to give something.
Yeah.
And I felt like she didn't give anything. Unless they're going to show me some behind the scenes of stuff I missed. And unless they show me probably an hour of behind the scenes of Haley just giving it her all, I'm going to still be like, Jacob did what he was asked.
Yeah, I think I'm with you on everything. I think if Haley would have focused more on changing herself and not closing herself off to Jacob, this experiment would have been a lot better for both of them. I do believe Jacob shot himself in the foot in the beginning of the relationship, which makes it harder for her not to focus on changing him or not thinking about it's me. Because
I have a question for you. At what point do you think he shot himself in the foot?
When he was like accusing her of stuff.
Okay. I think she was out before then.
I mean, like her, you would think you'd be like, okay, he's the bad doodle.
Yeah, no, and I'm saying that, like, I agree that he did shoot himself in the foot, but I think that she was out of the relationship prior to that.
I think the bad doodle is what pointed them in the wrong direction, but from that point you can like get back on track. But that happening, and then also Jacob hammering down, hey, I think you're cheating, or you had another boyfriend, and just like really just hankering down on things that, you know, basically just accusing her of stuff. And it makes it hard.
No, I agree. I agree.
It makes it 10 times harder.
Fully with you on that.
Just because he can't, you know. But at decision day, man, he took off the gloves and was like, hey, she didn't do this. She didn't do that. I tried here. I tried there. I did see a bigger effort in trying to please the spouse in Jacob than Haley, because Haley's focus was not on herself. It was more so on making him what she wanted. And she couldn't do that.
She's still trying to make him what she wanted at the end. When he was like, I hadn't learned anything. She's like, how could someone come on a show like this and not learn anything about themselves?
I was wondering that myself. Like, how you spent 8 weeks.
Fair. I'm agreeing. It's fair, but it's the way that she comes off about everything. It's like she comes off as like, I'm the perfect one in this relationship, and you know, Jacob has work to do, and Jacob doesn't want to do anything because he's not even willing to learn anything. And it's like, girl, shut up.
I think if they would have had more structured activities to do, like may have helped them. Like when they had to write something perfect about each other, or you know, just more activities to actually figure out a more guided way to figure out each other, because they couldn't do it naturally with, you know, just living. You know what I'm saying? Because of how much they got put back. So,
and the issue is that your entire relationship is not going to be expert-led activities.
Right. That's true. That's true. But I just feel like they should, like when we went to premarital counseling, every week we had.
Yeah, I was about to say, we haven't done expert-led activity since before we got married.
Since premarital counseling, but I mean, like, this is a period of basically premarital counseling. So
you just happen to be married.
Yeah, so, I mean, they said no, which I expected them to say no, and to move on.
Thank God for Jesus. Amen.
Amen and amen.
All right, next up, Paige and Chris. I wrote down WTF.
This BS.
No, because I wrote, like I say, who said yes, who said no. although this season didn't have a yes, no.
Yeah.
It only had like same answers.
Right.
I said for Chris, the answer was WTF and hers was no. And I feel like Chris came to decision day and had made up his mind that he was not going to be a villain.
Mm-hmm.
He was going to finish this season out as the good guy. I'm going to tell Paige all of the things that everybody around her has been saying. She's great. She's amazing. If I had just given this process one like fair shot, I think we would have been perfect for each other. And he also said a lot of things that showed that he was very selfish. One of which I noted was that he expected Paige to protect his feelings. And I was like, at the expense of herself?
Yeah.
Because you want her to protect your feelings, but you don't have to protect her feelings. Right. Because had you actually protected her feelings wouldn't have been hurt. Because Paige was literally willing to, and it wasn't cheating on her. So I get it. I get it. But she was willing to accept a baby and a baby mama into her life. And I think that that's admirable. I don't know that I would have been able to do it, but I also wouldn't have done a TV show like Married at First Sight. I would have just been content being alone.
Yeah.
But when you get to the point of, I want you to protect me, but I'm not offering you any protection. Bro, what do you want from me?
It's two things when he said that popped up in my head. The first was what you said. Like, he wants her to protect his feelings, but he didn't care about hers.
Mm-hmm. And
the second, and most of the time, men are protectors of their wife.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm gonna stand there first. I'm gonna protect you and my family.
Mm-hmm.
And he didn't do that for her.
Right.
The second thing that about that statement was, you're true. You're right. Your wife should protect your feelings, but the thing about that is, a lot of times men don't look at their emotions or their feelings as if they're there.
Right.
But men do truly have feelings.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But he it's like he's not treating her the way he wants to be treated. And when he gets treated the way that he's treating her, it's a, you're doing me wrong.
I'm hurt.
Right. Like, that's some BS, man. Like, and he dissolved to us. Like, I felt like he still did the same thing. And like,
he absolutely did.
It was a very, like, it's a touching moment.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he did say Mercedes lost a baby,
mm-hmm.
and he stormed off and cried.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like that part probably was real, like the emotional part of it. But I felt like Paige going after him
mm-hmm.
is what he wanted. Is what that
he wanted her to chase him again.
Yeah, that was the type of response he wanted to get from her to lead her in this game that he's playing.
Mm-hmm.
Because what led me to believe that he's playing the game is when somebody else said, "Hey, you're playing with her." When Dr. Viv was like, "You're playing with her emotions, and now you're trying to do it with us," or something like.
Yeah, she basically was like, "I'm not taking that as an answer."
Right.
So let's get to the root of this.
Right.
We're gonna figure this out. They said it took 6 hours for them to come to this conclusion.
Crazy. And for him to snap back at Dr. Viv, like, "I don't care what y'all think or whatnot," and blah as it is, led me to believe that he was playing a game. Because if you were sincere about it, you wouldn't get mad when somebody points out a returned behavior or a patterned behavior that you're playing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so that was my thought on that. But I really didn't understand Paige in the sense of Paige's thought process was, well, now that the baby is not in the way, we can really see the baby was the biggest divider in between us. But initially, in the beginning, and Pastor Cal brought it up, you had an issue with her, the attraction to her, and that was the issue throughout the whole time.
Or that's the lie that you told.
No, that's
no, I'm saying that's right. The story that you told. I can't say it's a lie. That's the story that you told, was that the attraction was the issue,
right?
And because the baby wasn't an issue for Paige.
That was the initial problem, was that the attraction, and then he found another escape was with the baby. So now, to not look a fool and be divorced, I want you back. You know what I'm saying? You were the right thing for me. And then Paige is like thinking about it. I'm like, man, come on, man. You wasting our time.
This relationship is from God.
Like, my whole point, right?
I got to get my Paige together.
Right. My whole point was like they was there for. She's known this guy for 8 weeks. I have never had an issue with walking away from somebody, and I ain't known them for a very long time. Like, I've known people for a very long time, and I've been like, I can't fool with you.
I've gotten better about it. I mean, now, let's not be crazy. I can cut people off easily.
Yeah.
But like,
what K kept saying,
let's just talk about that. Like, I can cut you off easy, like, done.
Right.
But like, I don't even know you. I've only been around you for 8 weeks, and I haven't even gotten to know you for real.
Right.
So it's just like, what am I fighting for?
Right. I don't understand the emotion behind everything from Paige when it came up, because of the time frame that she's known this man and the way he's treated her throughout the process of her knowing him. Like, I don't understand people that want to punish themselves like that. Right. You know what I'm saying? So that's crazy to me. But in the end, Paige had us on her toes, and ultimately she said no to Chris. But I don't know. They look real huggy and lovey-dovey at the cookout at the end.
I want no food there.
I mean, at the couple gathering at the end.
You got anything else for them?
No, I don't, man.
All right. Next up was Virginia and Eric. They both said yes.
I wish she would have said no.
No comment.
I hate to say that too, but she said yes. Her saying yes is accepting everything that they went through. And his demands, and her just confiding into those demands. And as we got closer to the end of the episode of the season, I started to look at Virginia and say, like, she's not ready to be married. Like, cause she's still wanting to be, to like go out and be with her friends and drink Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. It's not gonna work in a marriage.
Right.
Once the cameras go away, it's gonna be even harder, because you still have access to the experts and everything, but you don't have access to them like you do now. So I wish them the best.
I thought that her body language after they got up to do their champagne toast was very telling of, I don't know what I just did. Yeah. Oh my God. Somebody come save me. Like, she seemed very like nervous and fidgety. And even when she looked at him, it was almost like, why did I say yes?
Right. It was almost like she felt like she was backed in the corner.
Because he got on one knee.
Because he was like, and said this lovely speech and went left field and came back to home base. And she was put in a position to where she couldn't say, I don't want to be with you.
But anymore. She could have.
She definitely could have. She had the option. So
I'm interested to see where I don't know how long ago they filmed the reunion, but I wish the reunion was filmed like this week.
Nah.
So that we would know, like, right. Up to today.
Yeah.
where things
But we'll
were.
find out who's on Couples Cam, but I'm not going to watch
If
that.
they actually do Couples Cam, because some of the couples
Don't do it.
have not done it. Like Amelia and Bennett didn't. do it.
They didn't.
And personally, I don't think I would want to do Couples Cam. It just feels like it's too much work.
Yeah.
For me.
I feel you.
Last up, Brianna and Vincent. I wrote 3 words. Yes, cheesecake.
Yeah.
I think we knew that Brianna and Vincent were going to stay together. I think that everybody's going to have to get over themselves for this relationship to continue and thrive.
I think the relationship will get better.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But they're going to have to find aspects of themselves that they get over themselves.
Right.
A lot of it is, I can't even say a lot of it is one person. Like with Vincent, a lot of it is,
man, you need to lighten up.
Lightening up and also communicating things better.
Mm-hmm.
And Brianna is going to have to stop thinking that she at work.
Yeah.
Because she talks to him like a supervisor and not like a spouse. And
they just have to figure out what gets them to work together well.
Mm-hmm.
I think, you don't automatically know, especially going from stranger to spouse.
Mm-hmm.
You don't automatically know how to work together.
Mm-hmm.
8 weeks is not enough to be like, oh, we got the perfect thing.
Right.
Even after 5 years of being together, of being married, we've been together, 8?
Mm-hmm.
We still have things that we tinker with as far as like working together on stuff. And it's still, it's growing with us with the type of work that we do. So it's like you said, they have to be open to the change,
mm-hmm.
and they have to be open. They have to pay attention to each other.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing. And I think that's what's missing really on Brianna's part, because I don't think she understands what compromise is.
Yeah, like I think that he definitely pays attention to what she says and what she does,
Mm-hmm.
but I just don't think that he communicates well.
Nah, he doesn't.
But I think that she is just like, oh, you wanted something that's not what I wanted?
No.
So I want you to want what I want so that we can
right.
want the same things, because I
Exactly.
don't want what you want, but I want what I want. So I want you to want what I want so we can want the same things.
Exactly, man. So,
and that's that only takes you so far.
Yeah. So, but I'm happy they said, I think the whole season I was like, yeah.
I think they were the only couple that we were like,
even through their
yes,
hard times, we was like, yeah, they're gonna stick together. So, yeah, there you have it.
So we got 3 yeses.
We got 3 yeses,
2 no's.
2 no's.
No, I'm sorry. 3 yeses, 1 no, 1
and a possible.
WTF.
No, we got 3 yeses, 1 no, and a possible.
So, okay, predictions. And I don't know why this. Are the reunions normally 2 parts? I don't remember.
I don't know.
2 parts.
I don't remember.
Predictions for the reunion. Claire and Ryan.
They together.
Haley and Jacob. Still hate
They
each
still
other.
hate each other. They are arguing on the previews.
Chris and Paige.
I think they like tried or like dated. I think they started to date. Or they're still married.
I was trying to think about who's next. Oh, Virginia and Eric.
I don't know. I'm gonna say they're still together.
And Brianna and Vincent.
Yes, they're still together.
I am thinking that everything that you said was correct, minus Virginia and Eric. I think that when the cameras went down, Virginia was like, "You say it again, I'll punch you in the face," and then she actually did it.
Damn.
No, they probably are still together, but I don't know that it's going to be longevity in them staying together.
Yeah.
I was about to say, is that the word I'm trying to use? But yeah, that's the word.
I guess so.
Anything else for this
season? This has been a very
Mm-hmm.
long season, man. Like, I am so glad for Decision Day.
I'm going to be completely honest. If this was the first season that I had ever watched of Married at First Sight, I would never watch it again.
Nah, I wouldn't.
Like, I would never watch it again if this was my inaugural season.
I do hope the next season is a lot better. I think the next Married at First Sight starts in July.
It's in Houston, right?
It's in Texas.
Yeah, it's in Houston. I remember them doing the advertisement because you have a friend that lives in Texas. And I was like, she should do this.
Man, and if she is on this show.
And then I was like looking at her Facebook profile. I was like, she's gotten real quiet lately. I was like, if she did this, because she actually posted the flyer.
Right.
And I was like, if she does this, I'm going to have a real hard time.
I wouldn't have
if she has a trash spouse. No, I'm going to have a hard time if she has a trash spouse.
Oh, man. If her spouse was trash, I would like talk so much cash about her, man.
I mean, I don't know.
Like, it will be extra.
Like, I'm crossing my fingers that she is on this show.
Oh, man.
Like, that would just make my day.
That would be hilarious. I'd be like, you have to come on with
that
us.
Would make my season, I should say. And I would be like, you got to talk about it at the end of the season because the people want to know.
The people, the people.
We, the people.
We, the people want to know. No, but I'm really, really glad that this season is over. I'm glad that you guys stuck it out with us. I guess we're going to review the
Decision Day.
Yeah, the reunion and stuff. But I'm glad you guys stuck it out with us and the super team. I'm glad for them.
Oh yeah, and somebody asked us, and I didn't bring it up to Tommy, so we're not prepared for it today. But they asked us to remix the couples, like change the spouses.
Oh,
like instead of Clara and Ryan, Clara and Eric.
Nah, that
and like us
work.
Try to match the spouses. Yeah. And I'm just now bringing it up to you. Sorry, putting you on the spot, but we hadn't talked about it yet. So
let me think about it.
Maybe we can do that at the beginning of next week's.
Yeah, we can do that next week.
Situation.
So we'll do that next week. Yeah, and we're back, man. We took a week vacation, so.
Oh yeah, happy belated Mother's Day.
Yeah, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers.
That is a mama or a mother figure. Yeah. Or your favorite auntie that ain't got no kids.
Right. So happy Mother's Day.
I used to be her.
Anyway, man. That's all I got, man.
All right. Well, please like this video. Comment down below what you guys thought of the decisions from D-Day. And let us know what couples you think would have been mixed up better.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find a way to word that. Mixed up better. And so comment down below about that. And then share this video to friends. And
one more thing. Artieka and her cousin started a podcast called Mother's Milk. Go check it out. It's on Spotify. And I think Google and the Apple podcast too. So check it out. Support your girl.
Yeah, well, I'll put something in the community tab about it.
Do that. And so that's all. That's it. That's all I got. I'm done.
All right. Bye, y'all.
Peace.
You just gonna leave?
Yeah.